her and her husband out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then the wrap party was that night, and they wouldn't stay at the wrap party. They only stayed there 5 minutes. Like when I got there, they wouldn't stay, and like we just battled. And then anyway, like last year, like I don't even know why, but we started talking again because she hates the producers of the show, and so do I. Like, fuck you. Like, you're gonna, like, don't come here. If you're gonna dish it out, get ready to take it. So then I was like, yeah, you look like a lesbian wrestler. Because she's wearing, like, the purple thing and the other purple thing and the big belt and stuff. And then she was just, like, looked pissed and I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, she was pissed.
I mean, I'm cool with her, but, like, my whole point is they could have been cool, considering they came here and it's, you know, like, we're in this situation, not them. They could have been a little cooler. That's all I thought.
The producers probably told him to, like...
I expressed my feelings very honestly, whatever they are, and I thought it was really predictable and trite. And it was. Exactly what I said was going to happen happened. They told him to do that. Give us... And then, I don't even remember, but, like, Boogie and I, as it always is, we're not even talking about it, the game, and then Marcellas was complaining about something, and then... I don't even remember. Like 6 of us were sitting here, and then he was like, yeah, they just want her to win. The producer said it, and he goes, why don't we just cut that bitch the check now, and then we don't have to all go to sequester. And he's like, so many season 6 people here. And then James stood up for you. He was like, well, what, you think the fans voted us in, it's not our fault? And Marcellas was like, yeah, but it's for you, like, that's not fair. And then, like, you and Harry were rolling around, and then Marcellas was like, the producers want her here. He's like, if I had won that And then he went and sat with Danielle and Erica, and he started crying. And he put his head down like this, and Erica was like holding and patting him, and it was Boogie, me, James, and Chicken George.
So bizarre.
And we were like, is he crying? And he was like totally crying, like right next to you and I. We were just like, like sleeping right there. We were like, oh shit. And then like we didn't know what to say. And then the lockdown was over. But he hates you. He's like, he just thinks that like, I mean, I see both points. Like, Erica's like, we never should have redone that, or we should have redone it, and Chicken George and Janelle shouldn't have been allowed to play because they get out early. And I'm like, guys, we're not really having this argument, are we? Like, the whole show is so cracked out, like, whatever. So, I see the argument, her point of view. I see the argument, your point of view. I'm not going to take a sides because the show is whacked. It doesn't make any difference. What's done is done. The producers are going to do whatever they want. That's what we signed up for. And then he's just very adamant that it's fixed in your favor.
It's totally not. I've been winning the competitions because I had to.
Chicken George's like, I thought you guys were friends.
Then what did he say?
He doesn't even talk to Chicken George, you know? Marcellas doesn't even, like, acknowledge his existence. So, whatever. I mean, I think Danielle respects you, and she's a game player, and you're a game player, whatever. Erica, you're absolutely right. She plays both sides, and that's her strategy and whatever. And then Marcellas is just... He's just bitter. He's just bitter at everybody. He's bitter at, like... He's like the other day, he goes, Will, you and Boogie talk too much. And I'm like, to each other? And he's like, no, just you guys are talking all the time. Well, yeah. Like, we're two friends. We're stuck in a house. Is that against the rules? Like, we can do whatever we want. Annoying. We don't have to sit around and mope. Like, it's not... That's what you have to do. We don't have to do that. I didn't realize you were regulating the amount of talking I do, Marcellas.
What a jerk.
He really is. He's just bitter and angry, and... He wants to be liked by everybody, but not by anybody. And he's just a super butt kisser, too. Like, as soon as you won the HOH, like today, he was like, yeah, you know, Boogie, now that Jace has left, you know, I feel like, because he doesn't know who's going to win the next HOH. So he's like, yeah, you know, it's really nice to get to know you better now that, like, what?
Are you kidding me?
Like, what? Because Boogie might win the next HOH,
yeah.
You know? And it's like, are you kidding? Like, at this point, and Boogie's like, oh, yeah, you're right. He's like, I couldn't get to know you before because Jace was here, and, you know, like, you and Will are really funny, and, like, Boogie's just like, okay, dude.
What a jerk. So do you think Erica was pissed about I didn't mean to say this, well, I was going to say a lot more, actually. I thought I held back quite a bit.
I couldn't tell. Upset? Boogie and I were kicking each other under the table. We're like, watch this.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He thought it was funny.
Did you like it?
Boogie, I'm telling Janelle how we were kicking each other under the table at the HOH. Awesome. We were literally like,
you guys liked the ceremony then?
Yeah, it was cool.
Like it?
But
no. Love it? Yes!
Boogie, please tell her what Marcellas was saying today when he went and
I
started
put
crying.
your guys' keys last, and I put Marcellas
Awesome.
third.
He just said, why don't we just give her the check now? We can all go home. And James was like...
But why did he start crying? Was it something James said? Because I thought Chicken George goes, I thought you guys were friends. And he laughed and started crying.
No, because he goes, that's why they put a whole support team in here for her. And then James was like, well, what are you saying? The fans didn't get their vote? Something like that. And Marcellas goes, and he was like, no, I can't.
It's because Marcellas didn't get voted back in.
Pretty much.
He's bitter about it.
Yeah.
Because he used to be a favorite.
Right. Yeah. Should have seen him outside the night of the...
Oh, yeah. That's right.
He almost fucking fainted.
He was pissed. Well, Julie Chen turns to me and she goes, Will, what do you think about that? And I'm like, why don't you call it season 6? You put all the season 6 people there. Then a vet said something, and then Marcellas was like, something, put me in it too.
Like, he was like, sweat was coming down like off his fucking head. Because, I mean, Will got picked, Danielle got picked. There was only 4 keys left. So it was 2 guys and 2 girls, and there was 5 guys standing up there, right? Yeah, 5 guys. So he was like, thought it was over, I think. And then he, like, they called him, and he was like, oh.
He's so dramatic.
He's so dramatic, and he's came to the realization about 10 days ago that he started to see it wasn't about him, and then he really realized this is not going to be about him this year, and it's driving him crazy.
Do you think he just feels like wallpaper or what?
No, I think he thinks that, like, I think he's been in the DR saying, like, trashing everyone and saying how how good he is at this game and how he does house calls and he knows everybody and he knows their personality types and all this stuff. And unfortunately for us, we've allowed it to be true, kind of.
We have. Like, he always runs right to the diary room immediately, and, like, last night he ran out of your room so fast because he doesn't want to give you the satisfaction, and it's like, I don't understand how 2 weeks ago you could be acting as if you won the HOH, you know? And he was walking around this house like he won it. And now what he has to do is pretend how miserable it is here, which it probably is for him, but to sort of justify that he's not running shit. You know what I mean? Kind of complain. He's not content to advance in the game. He wants to hurt somebody, trash him in the diary room, make a big eviction, and, you know, be the
if he
star
wins
of the
HOH,
show.
I'm not even going to be at the ceremony because he's going to be so, like, he's going to pontificate and just be like, in Chilltown, you're rude and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
What was he
defending
saying?
everybody, just like, oh,
He's saying on the couch today, he was like, we dictate how we are or something when the other house gets...
Didn't he tell James? He was like, yeah, well, we've got the numbers now. No one's going to win because we have the numbers and we're voting power.
Well,
I think he thinks that you guys are going to vote in his favor if he's up in final.
Well, when we were in...
We're like, no, we have the numbers, dumbass. They don't realize
Know about the
that
red
yet.
room.
Yeah, and we were on the couch today. He was like, well, you have the ability to not insult people. And I was like, no, you have that ability. That's not what I have.
Yeah.
I have the
You
ability
have
to
an
insult.
amazing ability to not go at people. Because I was like, oh, is Will finally going to tell
Well,
him
I'm just
off?
like, you have that ability. I'm going to yell at Nicole. That's what I do. It's what I want to do.
When he said that and you looked at him, you had so much on
Yeah,
the tip
I
of
was
your
like-
tongue. I was like, please do it.
I want to. It's just like with Hardy, you know.
Yeah, you're very good at that.
Hopefully, it'll happen. But
last week, when Danielle was at the household, he's like, well, ain't nobody going home from the red room.
Oh,
I can
yeah,
tell you
that's what he said,
He's
yeah.
like, you know,
because someone's leaving from the ant room this week.
Yeah.
You're like,
for the first time.
Oh, and then he goes, when I sat by the red room, I was getting my socks or whatever, and he's like, look, Janelle, nothing was personal in Casey's eviction. I had to vote him out because I felt that he did not like me as a person. And I was going to say, you're damn right he didn't.